Hello, my name is Kevin Hicks, and welcome to today's edition of the Arizona State Sun Devils Insider Podcast. I am the lead beat writer for Arizona State Sun Devils on SI, and I will be joining you today as I have every day for the last month and every day moving forward. Thank you so much for all of your support. It means everything to me. Once again, if you see the banner below me, please give me a follow on Twitter/X if you get the chance at khicks_21. I will be boots on the ground very soon. You know the drill. Um, we'll be going to practices every single day that they're available to media. We'll be getting practice footage. We'll be getting press conference footage. We'll be getting game footage when I'm at games starting in late August. So give me a follow there. There's going to be lots of engaging content on my X page. All right. So without further ado, let's get started today. So a piece that came out on CBS Sports this morning discussing the top 10 backup quarterbacks in college football really got me thinking. And today I was would really like to talk about important backup players on the Arizona State football roster in the 2025 season. So in this list of top 10 backup quarterbacks in the country, Jeff Sims actually did make the list. I know that that is to the surprise of some Arizona State fans after seeing what happened in the Cincinnati game last season, in which Sims threw for 155 yards. 42 of those were on one play. So Sims did struggle quite a bit. He did add a little bit through the ground, 14 carries for 53 yards, but he left a lot to be desired as a passer, and that's okay. Sims has struggled a little bit throughout his career as a passer, but he is a backup quarterback that you could do a lot worse with having on your roster. He has 28 career starts under his belt. He is in year two of the Marcus Arroyo system, so he's going to be more comfortable inherently due to continuity. He's athletic. He's a solid play extender. He's fairly accurate in the short game. There's a lot of running packages that you can run around him. So could do a lot worse than Jeff Sims at quarterback. Hopefully Sam Levitt doesn't miss any time like he did last year. We all know he suffered an upper body injury on October 11th of last season against Utah and missed the Cincinnati game the week after. One could argue the Sun Devils go 11-1 in the regular season if Levitt had not been hurt, but hindsight's 2020. The results shook out the way they did, and now we move forward. All right, so for key depth pieces on at running back, so running back has been a very, very hotly discussed position going into the season for the Sun Devils. We all know Cam Skattebo broke the single season rushing yards uh, record for the Sun Devil program. That's going to be tough to replace. Obviously, a Heisman candidate could run, could catch out of the backfield, could catch downfield, could block. He could do everything on the football field. So that is going to be a spot that will likely be missed to some extent. But Kanye Udo comes in from Army, and he is presumed to be the starter, the feature back in the backfield. But let's not sleep on Raleek Brown and Kyson Brown. Raleek Brown, as we all know, five-star recruit in 2022 out of USC, flashed as a freshman, fell out of favor the next season in 2023. And then last season, he flashed with a 9-carry, 42-yard performance against Kansas before redshirting that season eventually. He's a running back that brings something different to the table compared to Kyson and Kanye. Um, just a very, very talented back. He could be the pass catcher out of that backfield for sure. And Kyson, he had absolute moments where he flashed. The 7 carries, 100 yards against Arizona in the last game of the regular season. The UCF game where he held his own without Skattebo. The Oklahoma State game, he flashed a lot as well. There's a lot to like out of that Arizona State running back room, and fans should be absolutely thrilled. Going to the pass catchers, Malik McClain. 2 catches, 85 yards, and a touchdown, and one of those was in the college football playoff game against Texas last season. Let's see if McLean can stand out in terms of the potential sleeper in the wide receiver room. We all know Jalen Moss, Jaron Hamilton, and Jordan Tyson are probably going to be the 3 major factors at the wide receiver position, and Shimon Mateer is probably going to be the major player at tight end. But let's look at Uriah Nellums, a freshman out of Gilbert, local recruit, played quarterback actually this last season before joining the Arizona State program. 6'4", very athletic, very dynamic. Might not see the field a lot as a freshman this season, but the potential is there. And if he needs to step in and play some, I feel good about it. AJ Aye, same thing. Very, very talented 4-star recruit out of California, Southern California to be specific. 6'6". He has a Rob Gronkowski build and very, very talented, very good catching skills, very, very good catching in traffic, dynamic athlete. There's a lot to like about him as well. The offense is just looking like it's going to shape up to be one of the very best units in the country. And a lot of that is due to the depth. Last season, there wasn't as much depth, and that could have been what did them in eventually against Texas. So, yeah, let's see how it shakes out on offense. On defense, I wanted to shout out 3 particular names. It's actually Justin Wadley's birthday today, and he was a very useful depth piece for the Arizona State defense, especially in the front half of the season. He recorded around 20 of his 26 tackles over the first half of the season. Cincinnati transfer, very, very big body, skilled at stopping the run, has a good eye and a good IQ. Yeah, he's a player to watch on the D-line. Zach Swanson is a player to watch on the D-line. As we all know, a Texas transfer, local Arizona high school product, and that defensive line looks revamped this season. There's a lot to like on the defensive line. Probably is going to be a major turnaround from last season when it came to being able to pressure the quarterback. So things are looking up there. Linebacker-wise, Cyrus Fiasu. As we all know, San Diego State transfer, very first minute of the season last year, he returns an interception for a touchdown against Wyoming. That kind of set the tone for the whole season, and he is a very, very talented backer, especially considering he's sitting behind Kayshawn Elliott, my bad, I'm a little tired, and Jordan Crook. Those 2 guys are phenomenal. We know that they have the starting spots locked down. So Fiasu and Tate Romney will be crucial depth pieces. And then to close it off, Nyland Green, the former 5-star Georgia player and most recently Purdue player, looks to slot in as a key depth piece in the Arizona State secondary. Obviously expected that Keith Abney and Javon Robinson are the starting corners, but there is a possibility that Nyland is going to have to step in, and he enjoyed the best season of his collegiate career last season, so we shall see what happens there. Brian Ward has a phenomenal defensive unit, 10 starters returning, great depth, great camaraderie, great football IQ, very, very fast defense, a lot faster than you'd expect. And Arizona State should be in the running to replicate, if not expand on what they did in 2024. All right, that's all for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, my name is Kevin, and please follow me on X if you get the opportunity to do so at khicks_21. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and I'll see you tomorrow.